It's 3 a.m. This is my 12th sleepless night in this storm. Echoing in my ears ain't the gentle Irish waves, but an endless snore that sounds like a power drill. This is my battlefield. My study abroad life in Dublin started right here between two beds less than a meter apart. My roommate was from Ukraine. I tried talking to him, but his only response was, "It doesn't make any sense." Since direct communication failed, I thought the system would protect me. I asked the accommodation office to switch rooms. Their reply, "Wait for a vacancy." I had to just endure it. How about just leaving? That's too naive. Snoring isn't a breach of contract. If I left, I would lose all my prepaid rent and deposit. I was held hostage. What about student counseling? Their posters look so warm and inviting. I poured my heart out, hoping they could pressure the accommodation office to act. But their only help was a single sentence: "I am only a counselor." Since the rules won't protect me, I had to save myself. For a few hours of peace, I slept on classroom chairs. Finally, I made a decision. I dragged my mattress into the kitchen. I planned to survive there until my lease ended. But soon I realized I wasn't alone.
I don't like to talk badly about people and like their character. I kind of more prefer to talk about people's like actions and like their behavior. And I feel like he was just a very challenging or like difficult person to live with. I think he came to the room. He didn't knock though. He just opened the door when I was trying to go to sleep. And then that happened like and twice again, like 2 days after. Like he would just open the door when people were like asleep or getting changed or whatever. Like he just didn't have the like to like knock. Mind you, we're girls. Like we're not your bros. We're not your friends. We're not. We can't just go outside in summer topless. Like that's not how this works.
When I lived in Korea, I was there for 7 years working as an English teacher. One of my friends who had not been living with me, but he lost his job, and so he asked could he stay in my apartment, which only had one double bed, and the apartment was probably about the size of an Irish kitchen. You know, it was very small. So I said he could stay for a weekend until he found another place to stay. But how long do you think it was before he moved out? It was 3 months later, but do you think he was paying rent? No, he wasn't. So, and then he ran out of money and he had nowhere to live. So I had to find a solution for this roommate who was sleeping on the floor in my tiny apartment. He said he was going to look for a job, but I found out he wasn't. So then I began to search for jobs for him. And then I found out he didn't go to the interviews. Basically, he just wanted to live for free from me. So eventually, I came home one day, one night actually, and the door was locked, and I knocked because my key wouldn't work, you know, and he had it bolted closed from the inside. And when I inquired, like Edwin, I should not say his name. So Peter, knock, 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 knock. Why is the door locked? And he goes, I'm with somebody. So we had a woman, a female, back in the apartment. On my bed. And then I said to him, right, that's it. You have, I think I said 2 weeks. Shouldn't even gave him 2 weeks. I should have given him like 2 minutes. But I gave him 2 weeks to vacate the property, to leave. Then he wouldn't. So what I did is I bought him a tent, and it was summertime, yeah? And there was parks everywhere. So he took the tent, and I gave him some money, and he left. And he ended up camping underneath a bridge. So that was him gone.
Faced with bizarre roommates, Steve chose to help his friend find a job. I chose to sleep in the kitchen. I don't know if this is the right way or the optimal solution, but fortunately, After 45 days of pure agony, the office emailed me a chance to move out. This is my life now. The soul crushing snoring is gone. I can finally enjoy a pot of tea from home in peace. My lecture said documentary needs a theme. Honestly, I'm not sure what it is in my situation. I don't have the perfect solution for you. I just wanted to expose the reality and show that when faced with an unsolvable problem, this is simply how some of us survive. Cheers.